Change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
So Eric Blake duking it out for third place.
Yes.
How was that?
It was very tough. Well, first goal is to get in the top 6. And once I had that secured, then go for the top 3. Zach and I were battling it out, and luckily I was able to really push in that last quarter mile. So it's 500 to go. That last 500 feels like it's a half mile or longer, but a good day here at Loon.
Now, how did you feel going up the boss compared to previous years?
It went by much quicker actually, because usually I'm usually have been alone at that point, and it's sometimes in a race situation where we're really duking it out with a couple of guys, it seems to go by a lot quicker.
Now, were you trying to stay with Joe and the guy in front?
No, I was back in like 10th place halfway through, and was really fighting to get in the top 6. Not till I got to here. Well, I moved into 3rd going up towards the gondola, and then I got passed by a couple guys on the downhill, and then got back up to 3rd. But I didn't. There was never a point where I was late in the race where I could see Smyth or Joe. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to make the team, and that's important.
You feeling confident about the Worlds?
Yeah, I like to. It's my 6th team. 4 years ago, we got 2nd, and I'd like to go back there and get a medal as a team.
Nice,
yeah.
Solid, great job, Eric.
Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Zach Miller, originally from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, but now living and training in Manitou Springs, Colorado.
Got some nice altitude.
Yeah.
So Zach, it was a blast watching you and Eric Blake duking out to the finish line. How did that feel?
Yeah, we fought all the way up the upper walking boss. It hurt, but I do a lot of training on the Manitou incline, so I was just kind of like, it's just the incline. Actually, Ali McLaughlin, who won the women's race, we trained together on that, and she's always like pushing me from behind, so I was just like kind of pretending like she was the one behind me. And yeah, like it was comical because Eric was like power hiking and I was like doing my best to run and refusing to power hike. But he was like matching my running pace, and we were just kind of yo-yoing. And I just wanted top 6 really bad, and then towards the end I was like, oh, 3rd would be so much better than 4th. But it was good. Eric ran a great race, and I was just thrilled to come in 4th. So, yeah.
Now, how did it go earlier in the race? Did you go out hard? Were you more conservative?
No, I went out pretty hard. I trained with Joe Gray in the Springs, and he was like, you got to go out hard. And I have been going out aggressive in my last few races, and so I was just like, I'm just gonna go, and then so I just went. I was kind of just off the bat, like within like not too far off the back of my teammate Pat Smyth and then Joe Gray, and I just kind of sat there. They crept away, and then I duked it out with a couple of guys. I was kind of sitting in like 4th, 5th spot real nervously like the whole race, just like hoping to hang on, and then Eric Blake caught me. I think I was as high as 4th, and then Eric Blake caught me, and then the last big downhill, surprisingly, I just bombed it and I blew by Eric and I passed the guy in 3rd, and I was in 3rd going into upper walking boss, so I was real happy about that. And then I was just hoping to hang on, and I did, and Eric got me at the top, but held on for top 6, so I was very happy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What's your training volume like right now? You said you were training a lot the week prior to the race.
Well, like, so I did a lot of ascent racing in June, so I was kind of on this hybrid phase of like 3 or 4 days of high mileage and then kind of a short taper down for an ascent race, and then do it all over again the next week because I ran 3 ascent races in a row. But then I had a week with no racing before this race, so I had a week and then a week to taper. So the 2 weeks out, I averaged about 3 hours a day running in the springs. And then I started my taper on Monday, and I tapered down. Did about 70 minutes a day, and then like 70 to 90 minutes a day, and then did about 45 minutes a day with 2 days to 45 minutes with 2 days to go, about 40 minutes yesterday. But like Sunday, Joe Gray and I ran up to Pikes Peak, and I ran back down. So like I put in probably about day from my house, so probably put about 33, 34 miles on Sunday. And then I put it
9,000 feet a gain.
What?
With about 9,000 feet a gain.
Yeah, about 7. And then Sunday I doubled and put in about 3 hours of running. So I probably put in about 55 miles in those 2 days, and then I tapered. And that's why I was mentioning with my spot, I'm running UROC, and it's close to the Mountain Championships, and I don't want to be irresponsible and run poorly, but I know I trained really hard last weekend and all week, and then pulled back and ran well here today. So if I feel like I can perform well for Team USA at Italy after UROC, I would really like to take my spot. But I also don't want to make an irresponsible decision and tank it, just because I wanted to run the race, but wasn't prepared because I was too tired. So it's a big decision. To up your mileage
even more to get more.
Yeah, well, I mean, now this is kind of my last big. I'm hoping to go into a big training block now. Maybe up my training a bit more, just get a little stronger for UROC. And yeah, hopefully come September, I'll be ready to bust out a couple more races and be strong enough to bounce back. But we'll see. I mean, an ultra takes a lot out of me, so my body bounces pretty quick, but I just have to see how quick. So, I mean, a lot of guys would love that spot, so I don't want to be irresponsible with it, but I really wanted it really badly, so I'd like to take it.
Awesome. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great race. How did this feel compared to the 12-hour stair climb world record?
My pain threshold was a little higher. I was toned back down for the 12-hour climb, so this was it hurt much more. But it definitely helped having that background.
How did the last section here, the upper walking boss, feel compared to, say, the Sears Tower?
Killer. Much harder. Time-wise, it's about the same effort, but just much harder. It was fun, though. Lots of fun.
You can do it again?
Absolutely.
You be back next year?
I'm going to switch up my training and come back and try to do better.
All right, great first effort.
Yeah, thanks.
Hal Carlson out of Illinois. You are the 60-plus U.S. mountain running champion. How do you feel about that?
I'm shocked. Didn't expect to win anything here. I knew this would be very challenging, but as I was just saying, it's just bold-headedness and just keep plugging away, just like a stair climb. So, but no, I'm really surprised that I won the age group. So,
now,
but I'll take it.
You were duking it out with Bob Sharkey for a lot of the race.
Bob,
was your competition?
Bob on the downhills. Bob is much faster than me. In fact, Bob got me just before we got down, started the walking boss. I'm going down thinking I got to be ahead of him. And there he goes. He passes me just as we got to the bottom of the walking boss. But and then Bob found out Len was second.
3 seconds.
3 seconds in front of him per second. So it was pretty close there. 1, 2, 3.
Some good racing for the old boys.
Yeah, it's good for you guys to show people of the world that just because you're 60 plus does not mean that you're done.
You know what shocked me was, the downhills you could still run, but I mean, even when it was flat, I couldn't run. The legs wouldn't turn over.
Just because the uphills
they're just exhausted. But the downhills, you could still turn them over. But when you got to flat sections, I still couldn't pick it up. So that's
it's a sufferfest.
But I got to take some lessons from Bob in downhill running.
This guy's a monster uphill. Can never do that, even since I was young.
But love the race and looking forward to doing some more in the future, I guess.
Hal, you've been one of the top stair climbers in the United States for 80s and for the 90s and 2000s. How does this compare to a stair climb?
Oh, this is much harder than a stair climb. I don't know. I equate the stair climb like doing a quarter mile or something. I mean, it's sort of like a sprint compared to this. The intensity, coming up maybe the walking boss, the intensity is about the same, but it's over with so quick.
Yeah, I wish.
Compared to this. This is just, you're afraid to run hard because you got to save something for the hills. Where the stair climbs you sort of go, although you do pay a big price if you go out too hard in the stair climb. So.
Gonna do it again?
Would I do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be a while.
60 when you get to the 65 age group?
Yeah, 65 age group, yeah. I don't want to have to run against this guy again.
Congratulations. Good
Thank
job.
you, Tim.
What do they call this trail, Dave?
This is the upper walking boss. This is really going to kick some asses tomorrow.
How long does this hill go on for?
Half a mile at least. That grade's tougher than this.
Give you an idea of the grade of the trail here. It's right here, it's about a 35% slope, I'd say. But it's only going to get steeper. Yeah, this has got to be like 40%. Here we're looking at a plus 40-degree slope.